Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This is Blazquez. I'm going to be showing you some of my tried and true and also favored stretches. So today I'm going to be focusing on lengthening and strengthening exercises and movements. This first one is gravity assisted shoulder flexion. So let me show you. I take a light bar like this, and what I like to do is just go straight back, like so, and I like to bend both of my knees, and what this does is it actually takes your lower back into a slight posterior pelvic tilt, but what it really does is it stabilizes your pelvis, because the latissimus dorsi, the lats, the muscles on the sides, right here, the long wide muscle, those muscles get tight, and when they get tight, they pull on the they affect the pelvic motions. Many may not know, but they insert into the thumbolorical fascia. So it kind of unifies and kind of inserts into the pelvis as well. So it's kind of a collective fascia. It's just they kind of combine and connect. So this is a great stretch. And then the next move is I take the arms out to about a bench press position, come down to about a 90-degree angle, and then I externally rotate, and once again, a gravity-assisted stretch. Now you can actually accentuate this stretch by doing a deep cervical retraction, or basically making like a double chin. So I just press into the headrest right here in this area, and it immediately increases the stretch tremendously. Amazing stretch. And you'll feel sometimes on one side will be tighter than the other. In my case, it's the left side. And I feel it very, very much so. Now what I like to do is I take it further. I'll hook the bar underneath here, and then I scoot down. And I take my legs up, and I kind of do an ab crunch, but I'm really not trying to crunch up. I'm trying to go the direction that way, like towards my legs. I'm trying to pull that way. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to elongate the pec major, but I'm really trying to stretch the pec minor. The pec minor is a very difficult muscle to stretch. I'm trying to stretch it along its origin and insertion, the way it attaches. I believe it attaches to the coracoid process and inserts onto the sternum. And it's kind of hard to get it. A lot of people will just do that stretch where you lean into a doorway and you go this way, but you're not really going to get the pec minor as well. Preferably if you grab something like this over your head, or some kind of a vertical oriented stretch will get the pec minor a lot better. So that was my stretching. Now I'm going to show you that was my lengthening. Now I'm going to show you my strengthening move. Alright, so here's my strengthening. And by the way, these movements are very friendly for posture. They're very helpful, particularly preventing or correcting rounded shoulders. Part of that's due to just the way gravity pulls. It pulls us forward. Also, just outlook, emotional mannerisms, just kind of slumping down, shoulders down. Work to get those shoulders down and back. And there's also gender differences too. Men, really in both men and women, it's related to occupational factors such as sitting at a desk and kind of hunched over. And then there's also training factor, doing a lot of pushing movements, working those pecs. And it kind of can also lead to that rounded shoulder posture. And it's not just a alignment issue. It could lead to some potential, obviously problems, and we want to try and avoid that. So what I'm going to start with is a Y. So I take light dumbbells. I was going to get 5s, but I guess I got stuck with 3s. And I like to do about 15 reps. And since I'm doing 3s, I'm going to hold for about 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will not start feeling this until you get to about, depending on your strength, it's about 7, maybe as much as 12. But this exercise targets the lower trapezius. That muscle is very neglected. And I also like to round my back, because sometimes I arch a lot, And that's just a sign of you having a tight thoracic spine. And so there's compensation in the lumbar spine. It starts to arch, and you have to kind of cue that. I cue it. So this is absolutely a science, and by no means am I claiming to know everything at all. There's a lot that I need to learn, but from what I've learned, I'm very grateful for what I've learned. It's been very beneficial for me. So you would do about 15 reps. I'm going to go ahead and do my 15 reps and show you some other exercises. This is going to be a T with the arms externally rotated, thumbs out like that. Same thing. And down. And down. The first one got the lower trap, a little bit of the mid trap. This one gets the teres minor, and it also gets the infraspinatus, just because you're in an externally rotated position and going straight out to the side. It's a phenomenal exercise. Also gets some of the mid-trap, lower mid-trap, again, neglected muscle group. Helps with posture. I'm already feeling a difference. So here's another move I like to do. This is a side wall press, but it's scapular protraction. So what I like to do is I like to palpate my serratus anterior and make sure it's contracting. And there's a little bit of a flossing aspect to this too, with the elbow bend and the fact that my arm is in the shoulder position is actually, it's kind of stretching out that whole frontal area with the pec minor and pectoralis major and just tight muscle groups. The biceps comes through. A lot of those flexors get tight. So I like to go here, and then I like to push away. So see here, see how I'm kind of moving away? It's a straight arm push away. And really amazing the way it feels. Very therapeutic, really strengthening that serratus anterior. Again, they kind of work collectively. The serratus anterior, the lower trap, they work together as a team, and they optimize shoulder function. So I'm going to finish this workout out, and thanks again for watching. Hopefully this was helpful.